Hi, 7th grade. I'm going to walk you through your argument essay intro paragraph today. We're going to use the same organizer that we used for your literary essay for your theme essay and character essay to keep the consistency. The first thing we always ask you to do before anything else is to make sure that you have a good handle on your research question and to make sure that you've taken your claim from yesterday, put it somewhere in the box so that you can see. Remember my claim that we made in our notebook yesterday is that fast food advertising hurts children. After you've gotten those first two things, we want you to come over and look at your introduction elements. These are the four things that need to go into your intro paragraph to start your paper on the right track. The first thing we're going to do is introduce your topic with a sentence everyone agrees with. This makes your paper more interesting for people to read, and even people who don't know much about food advertising or food waste or whatever you're writing about can still agree with the statement that you're going to start with. So a statement you might pick that everyone can agree with sounds like, everywhere we look, we're being bombarded with advertisement for toys, clothes, and especially food. Everybody walking the earth right now would pretty much agree with this statement. Step 2 is when you get a little more specific and give some background information about your topic. This should be 2 or 3 sentences to explain to your audience what you're going to be writing about, especially if it's a topic some people aren't so familiar with, like dumpster diving or food waste. So here's what that might look like. Food advertisers often use famous people or cartoon characters to convince people to buy their food products. Even though the food looks good and healthy, it might not always be. One of the biggest groups of people that food advertisers target is children, because children convince their parents to buy the food they see on TV. These are all things that I've learned throughout my research, but I've put them in my own words. I'm not using any type of evidence from the text yet. The last two elements you can either keep separate or put together, and you're going to see what I do in a second. The first is to acknowledge that there are different viewpoints about your topic. You are going to argue one side of it, but there are people that might disagree with you. And lastly, as always, you want to state your claim as the very last sentence in your intro paragraph. Here's what that last might look like. While there is a debate about whether food companies should target children, it is clear that fast food advertising hurts children. Again, I've copied and pasted my claim from here, and it is the very last thing that my readers see before they dive into my body paragraphs. If it's helpful for you to go through and color code, you can do that, and you want to check through, and let's say you want to introduce your topic sentence that everyone can agree with, we'll make it green. This is helpful to some people, but not helpful to others. It's just a great way for you to check to make sure that you have all the important things put together. Over on the side, as always, these are questions to ask yourself before you move on to your body paragraphs. One thing we haven't touched on yet, but I want to be very clear, do not use I think or in my opinion statements. You all need to be convincing and tell people that you've done the research, that there's no opinion or thinking going on, but that what you are saying is the truth. Don't make yourself sound unreliable. Make sure that you sound strong in your claim and in your ideas. Good luck.